Go. All right, here we go. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the spiritual show that flows, where you will get downloads, upgrades, and elevated by Claudine and Julie from Love Riot Warriors. And today we are here with a special guest, Viktor from Sweden, and he wants to talk about starseeds today. So that is what we're doing today, and that is the topic. So anyone who's interested in about star seeds and where they come from and who they are, well, you're in a perfect place this morning to learn about that.
Okay. Wow. So I've got other things that popped up just now. It's like, oh, okay. Back to this. Let's see. I wanted to pull this up because this was made by Bonnie for Viktor. And this is Viktor's saying, for anybody who comes on knows that this is Viktor.
Lovely damn stuff.
Yes.
And actually, it's not my own words. It's my own words, but it's kind of way instead of saying "damn it." So thank you, Bonnie, for doing that. It's so sweet of you. I am just a sensitive psychic guy who do my as a hobby. I don't make any money for doing this, and to come back to the star seeds, I am a Lurin star seeds. I've been heavily connected to cats and the larger cats. As a young kid, I had a deeper understanding about the higher vibrational cats, or the cat people, or the cat aliens, if you like to say. But I am not an expert in this. It is 2 years ago, I actually learned more about this and why I was so connected to them in that sense. So, it's wonderful when you're learning about yourself and in that manner what you are, because we are built of, our soul is built of star seeds. You can have many more star seeds in your soul, but I know I am a Lurin star seed.
So you come up with the phrase "love your damn self," and it's absolutely adorable, and it's just such a truth. Everyone needs to just love their damn self.
Yeah, and it's never easy. Trust me. It's a lot of shadow work, and it's a ton. Like I said in Julie's channel, I had a really bad moment in my life. I was really in a dark place, and I came back into the power I am as a guy, and I noticed that I can actually help this world with my gift and helping others, and I do it for free. So.
Now you just opening up, you were saying that you're very connected to the felines, to the cat energy.
Yeah.
And you're very drawn to it. Now, does that make you, in your knowing, do you feel that you might come from the Lyran planet?
Yeah, because what I learned about the Lurians, they were killed by dracoons. And they got blasted out. And I noticed that's because of my autism spectrum. It's not all the truths, but I noticed, I think even texting in the channel as well about this, that high blast, for example, I'm so sensitive to how blast, and I think it's part of all karmic things. For example, past lives as well. I have the past life in England as a witch, and many stuff. So I think that's been a trait in my life, that stuff happened for a reason, and it's part of past memory. And as come back to the starseed thing as well, that it's part of having your past memories from your pasts come back into.
So you've been having past life memories?
Yeah.
Now, are these past life memories of your past life here on planet Earth, or past life in your cosmos?
In the cosmos as well.
In the cosmos. Okay, so you've had past life memories of your cosmos. That's really cool. That's.
And I've been actually having dreams about seeing my loved ones in that alien form get blasted by dracoon.
Okay.
I have a strong feeling when I'm feeling those dracoons. I can't explain, but I will not add a negativity to it, but it's like a sorrow thing when you're getting close to a person that you're feeling are a raccoon, because you know that they was the aliens that killed your species.
Well, it definitely sounds like it was a time where your people were at war in the cosmos, okay? And we know this is real because where did Star Wars come from?
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
It wasn't just imagination. We
Yeah.
get our imagination
Yeah.
for what we know or what we have been through.
That man had his memory. So, of course, he wrote about it. And that's just my feeling about Star Wars, that it really actually happened in the cosmos, that we've had, you know. So you feel your soul originated from the Lyran planet, then, right? That's where your soul
I
comes
have
from.
so a deep connection to big cats and cats. I don't have any tattoos on me, but one of my larger dreams, if it doesn't hurt like crazy, I want to make of the larger cats. I want to make a tattoo as a memory of my alien heritage, or the Starseed.
Okay.
Or if I'm going to do like a fantasy inspired thing on my body. But right now I'm doing a lot of artwork in the side. I have I'd love to show it, but it's a bit messy to walk around quite big. But in the future, I'm hoping to actually show you. But you can see it on my Instagram, so it's a
Okay.
picture over there. So
And that's, that's even better. I feel that is a more energetic way for you to express your love, and through your artwork. Um, maybe getting a tattoo would be great and nice, but you don't have to do that to the vessel. You know what I'm saying? You know what I
yeah, I
mean?
think that's my sensitivity makes it more hard for me to make like a tattoo. So I think I have found my way to making form of artistry and that manner. So I'm going
Yes.
to use
Yeah.
my artistry, and like I said to both Claudine and Julie, I will fix for my art to you both as in the future. So that's in my plans right now.
Mhm.
But I want to make sure it's extra nice so I can send it to United States, and I will try to make it as safe as possible, and even to Bunny as well. Hope to do that. So that's my thing for being here and be open up about this.
That is beautiful. That is very
Hello,
beautiful.
see you in the background. Welcome in.
Yes. Yes. I agree. I totally believe. I feel that you come from the Lyran community. So it's in your aura. Now, do you listen to their? Do you do a lot of research and study on them? I mean, isn't there groups and stuff that other Lyrans?
Not many, but I hope doing this, I hope that it could open up for me to found friends as well. Likewise around the world. I mean, I've found you and you, Uni, as well. So I hope that
Mhm.
doing this is gonna actually help me in a form of collective way, forming more friends with people around the world and making support groups about this. Because I think we need to collect ourselves. We need to open up, because we can't have this mentality of I'm doing all by myself. I think that we need actually have a form of community with people that we could support each other in the form of spiritual welfare, because we
But
are in that war right now. We need to have support groups right now.
yeah, especially when the more that you get together, the stronger you become with your consciousness, and meditation will be so much more profound. You know what I mean? When you have a group of people who are like minded, like you are in this. And I just think it's really beautiful that you're, in another country, and you're really trying to pursue this and get your word out and get your message out, because I totally believe in star seeds. I know that's a soul group, and I do believe in the Lyran. I actually listen to Lyran frequencies.
Wow. Sorry. It's like my kitty cat feeling comes out sometimes, but it's some people call it a tick or something like that. I think it's part of my Lurian heritage when I get like this pouring sound in my body. So
But we know that the cats are very, very important because they were worshipped by the Egyptians. The Egyptians literally worshipped cats. And cats are more spiritual. They are very spiritual. I mean, I have a cat. She'll, when I'm in meditation, she'll come next to me and she'll meditate with me. And I catch her in meditation all the time. Not only that, but I've also believed that, in fact, yesterday I had a conversation with a doctor, and we were talking about one of my clients that is very ill right now, and she has 3 cats. She loves cats. She's probably from the Lyran planet too.
100%, 100%.
Yeah, she's been rescuing cats now for 60 years.
And I think that we Lurians, I think many starseeds have this ability to actually, without using your language or your vessel to speak, you using your third eye to actually speak about this without
Yeah.
saying anything. So I have deeply connection with my cats in the background. My
Yes.
I will say the right name. It's Oliver. He's I think he actually is one of the commanders in my past life. It could sound like a fantasy for a viewer listen to this, but I mean, I'm strongly believe that your cats are your companions in your past lives as well. They come in your life for a reason.
Oh, definitely, definitely. The only reason why they're here is, and they reincarnate, is because the love that we give them. Our love is so strong and so profound that is what
Yeah, I can see you.
makes them reincarnate back to the planet.
I mean, I'll just answer. Yes, it was war between the Lurians and the Dracoons, and this I learned years back. But I have been having, as you know, Claudine, and you Les, you have an intimate feeling about this when you feel like, man, I know so much, but I have no clue why I'm knowing so much about this. And that was 2 years ago for me. I actually had a feeling, I had dreams about seeing a planet smash into pieces. I had seen visions of the future in Earth. And I'm not saying it's going to happen something. We are in this stage right now where 5D right now. So we are closer to that. But we have so many people still in the 3D position right now. And they are so locked in their minds. So we are moving to 5D. And this is what the Starseeds are in place right now. So I am one of many who's going to helping open up the collective, hopefully.
Yes, yes. Wake up, wake up the people. So I just love what Jess just commented. She said the vibration of their purrs heal, and that was what I was saying when I was with the doctor yesterday. She asked me, "Where are the cats laying on my client?" And I said, "Oh, they're laying up on her chest and her legs." And yes, the purr does help her to heal them. It does have a frequency to it that helps heal us. And they also, like you were saying earlier, they have telepathy. So that is how they speak to us, through telepathy. And we have telepathy because telepathy was literally our first language. We did not speak through our mouth.
And I'm glad you're actually saying about this, Claudine, because I have a memory as an infant, and have not told about this to anyone, but I do have a memory of the first words I was getting in my mind was like, "Oh well, I'm here." It's so interesting that you was not ready to get born to this earth, and I was like, "Wow, I'm here." So it was,
Now, do you know how many times you've ascended to the planet Earth?
a bit unsure, but the dreams have been at least 6, I think. And 6 has a special number as well, but I think at least 6 because I have past memory in dreams that I was a male witch in England to help a family when I got killed myself. And one of the other one I was in Civil War soldier in the United States. So 2 I do remember really clear about, and I think that's the one of the blasters is one of the who actually is still affecting me, and I need to work on that part.
Okay.
And I think Jody, you explain it so well on because it's part of your area, what they call it, from the energy field, the past memories you need to work on. Because I can't be in the places with lost blast, for example. My body goes into panic mode and I'm shaking because I think that I'm getting killed in a blast or something like that. I think it's still you are in this what they call it right. I'm thinking in Swedish, but I'm thinking in this right now. But it's like you're having past memory, and it still affects you in this suit you're having right now.
It's shadow work, hon. That is where that's what I call shadow work. Okay. Especially when it's some of this negativity being in past wars and just, all that stuff. I mean, that's all in the past. You were there. You're just going through the shadow work of where you come from, who you are, and where your soul was created. And how many times have you been on this planet? And with me, my soul, half of it was created here, I believe, on this planet Earth, and the other half comes from the cosmos. And I do claim Palladians. So I know that I come from the cluster of the 7 star mothers, which the Lyran is up there with the Milky Ways too. So we're all family. You know what I mean? Like the Arcturians or the grandparents, the Palladians, and the Lyrans, who knows? They could be the grandparent to the Arcturians. You know what I mean? We're all one and interconnected anyways. But we've all had our fair share of battles up in the cosmos. And that's our past lives there. And then the past lives here on planet Earth. And I think a lot of people, when they start to remember and have these dreams about their past lives, they're very confused and they don't understand it. And that's where the shadow work starts. You know what I mean? We've got to forgive these things.
Yeah, and I can tell you, I have done so much work, but I know that doing shadow work is almost like a lifetime in doing it. You're learning about it, and it takes time to actually. Oh,
she came to join us.
Yeah, she did.
She's so.
Yeah, interesting because one of my cats was here before, and he was like, that's why I have to run away. He was in the closet, and he was like, "Hey, you, hello." And I've been not recording it, but one time I actually heard him say, "Hello," and I was like, "Wait a minute, did I hear my cat say hello
Yes,
to me?" And that was the first time I actually noticed that. And my parents don't believe in this kind of thing, but I explained to them that it's okay. I mean, you're not there, but I think that we are so needed right now in these times to help people waking up right now.
Obviously, you heard the call. You heard the call when you were a starseed on your planet, and you heard the call from the Creator. And I think a lot of us ascended to this planet. We're all roughly, I would say, about the same age. You might be a little bit younger than
he's younger.
Is he way younger? I kind of figured.
He's my kid's age.
So. Yeah, I didn't say he looks like he's in his.
Yeah, he lives like a bonus mother, and Connie, I like it to see in like that man. I found friends for life right now. That's what I mean. I found friends in Yuli. I found in Claudene as well. So it's a galactic friendship and collective.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And again, we've got Jess here who chimed in, and she says the Lyrans had to take shelter with the Palladians. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, there's so much. Like I said, Star Wars exists for a reason. I think a lot of what happened up in the cosmos, there was a big war between dark and light up in the cosmos, and we know this to be true because we have this planet that has been hijacked for like 25,000 years by the darkness. Okay.
Yeah, and it's gonna open up right now because we're seeing it in the times ahead right now. We're seeing the people getting worried and stuff. And I actually speak to one person who was super worried about these wars right now, and I said that I think that we don't need to go into worry. I think that we need to go to educational way of this. I'm thinking it's an energy war we're dealing with right now.
That's a real war going on this planet between light and dark, and it's spiritual. But what about the war that's going on inside of you? That's the real thing. And when you can overcome that fear, you have to overcome it or you're not going to win this. You know what I mean? We know what happens. We win. But we've got to face this darkness and let them know that
I'm saying this as one thing. I want to say this. One of my contact persons has been a fantastic guy who helped me understand that I am not crazy, because I had many years thinking I was crazy. And I'm not crazy, but
You're not
society
crazy.
are making you thinking in that pattern that you are crazy.
Of course they do.
And
Because
I'm so happy for him to tell him that you're not
yes,
crazy. I think that you actually are a starseed, Victor, and starseeds are powerful leaders. And I'm
Yes.
thankful
yes,
for him saying that, because I was in that mantra in actually this is 2 years ago. I was in, you know, that when your brain and your body go into like a void thing. I think we were speaking about that before. You in your but when your mind and your body is not in balance, and you're feeling like you're just everything is just negativity around you, so you can't think anything positive, anything. And I was actually, it was more than 2 years ago actually, when I was in that manner. But I shifted. It was quite interesting. I shifted super fast, and then I shifted back into the same patterns again. So it was like this. I didn't have any balance in this, and I'm so glad that he actually helped me found that balance. Because I mean, if I go into the store right now, I get overwhelmed about everything. So I'm trying to balance up this of being this starseed empath. I mean,
Yes.
you know that as well, you're an empath, so you know that you need to find a balance to handle certain situations sometimes.
hmm
Mhm.
and the more that you learn, Victor, to understand your gifts, the easier it will become.
Yes.
I'm just still young, so I have many years to learn about this, and I think that
You're always learning, hun. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. I've been in this game for quite some time, and
but I
I
think that
learn
this we're
every
doing right
single
now is so
day.
important right now. It's so important. We're living in the time right now around the world. We need to, like I said, collective thing. I think it's important that we existing right now, and we need to spread out our connections just on one channel. For example, we need to connect more into more channels. For example, I even spoke about many more channels that we can use in the future.
Exactly. It's time to unite. We are not going to be a planet of duality anymore. We are the first star seeds on this planet, or old souls. I call myself an old soul
Mhm.
on this planet to get this going, to take this planet from duality to unity. And we are setting the stage for this. We're the frontliners on this. So, I mean, I'm telling you, thousands of years from now, we're going to look back at this and we're going to be like, bravo for the ones that woke up to it, you know? And for the ones who choose to not wake up to it and to keep serving the lords on this planet, that's just that's their destiny.
Oh,
That's
wow.
what they came here for, and that's okay. Um, that's the choices that they make. But for the ones who do wake up, we really need them. We need, especially the American people, to wake up to what is going on, and that they are much more and bigger than they've ever been told. Just like
Yes.
you,
Here
you
in Sweden right now, we have I calling it the sleeping people right now. Sadly, we have so many people here in Sweden sleeping still, and
so many.
Mhm.
doing this and doing this. I'm hoping that I can. I know that I'm going to get a lot of uh, negativity of saying this, but I hope that with your help and United States and all doing this, that we are going to open up more and more to more people and helping them open up to the gifts as well. Because I mean, I wish that I had this help, because doing this for example, for another one, they're taking cash for this, and I don't like to get. I understand that you need to have for rent and food, but instead of doing in a service to others in a form of energy work on in that manner, if they allow me to do that, and I can help them instead of asking for cash for doing it. I mean, I think it's better to focus more on what can I help a person instead of how much do I need to yet sell myself into helping a person if I can help them instead of in for my energy.
But isn't that what this is all about? Being at service for others? Isn't that what we're all called to do? I feel it strongly. I've been at
I
service
feel so strongly as
I
well,
was
and I know a ton of people ask me why I don't want to get paid for it. I said that I have my money every month. I am happy with that, but okay if I get of course here in Sweden we need to have certificates for everything. So And one of my friends who is spiritual, he has told me, Victor, you don't focus on that. You are already in that position right now.
Yes.
You don't need to focus on the paper thing. Just do what you're doing right now, because you're gonna help millions of people just being you and in this.
And the money will flow. The money will come in. The abundance will come in. And
Yes.
I am a proven fact with that. You just do your work, and the abundance comes. And so I hope you're okay. But I want to touch on the subject a little bit because you are autistic, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, that's a really good thing. And that even makes you even a better, or makes you even more interesting because of that. All right. And then with being knowing that you're a star seed from the Lyran planet. So, how has being autistic helped you?
I think it actually made me more sensitive in because I'm reading not I don't see, but I'm reading energies in feelings. And feeling is energy, it's a vibration. So I mean, I can even sense a raccoon, for example, and I can tell you, it's not a pleasant when I feeling those raccoons. It's like I'm getting in this, when you have to be in that position, but you don't want to be near that kind of energy around you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I actually been seeing a raccoon, or as I call it, a shapeshifter, in working with us as a special needs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I
Mm-hmm.
can tell you, it was horrifying
Okay.
because it was the worst I can explain it is because I have past memories of getting that planet blasted.
Uh-huh.
So I do seeing this on this woman's face transform like a shift, bang, and I do see a dragon staring at me in the face in that moment. So I was like,
What color is that dragon?
it was black and it was red eyes.
Ooh,
Okay.
the red eyes.
Okay.
And it was for me in that moment. I my first reaction was, okay, did I see a demon, or did I see a raccoon staring at me? Because that was my feeling in that moment.
Okay.
This is more than 2 years ago.
What about it being your inner dragon?
I don't know, but in that moment I was, and did get help from special needs staff to help me, or in a sense help me understand that this was not a dream, demon. It was a form of energy from past memories or something like that. She explained to me that you're not crazy. This can be a past memory from you, Viktor. So
Yeah.
why you are so panicked right now? It could be a past memory blopping up like bang.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah,
And
I do. Yeah, I don't believe that dragons are bad.
I don't either.
I
Was
believe we all
scared.
have our inner dragons, and they're different colored dragons mean something different all the time. So they come from a planet too, right?
but
There's
this woman
different ones
she
come from
was
different planets.
kind of, she should not work with people with disability, and she was not pleasant at all be around. And I have been meeting this woman in the past as well, still, and I can tell you the energy from her is not pleasant at all. And I think that I dealing with a dragon alien in her because she still might have some past memory with her, but she don't understand why she acting in this manner to people with disabilities.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, she's not loving herself properly.
Right. As you say. And I have something new that Bonnie sent. So I'm going to put that up real quick. So this is your new one. Oops. Yeah. Love your dame selves. Damn it. So,
And that comes from Victor. That is his saying.
yes. And that's, yeah. And thank you, Bonnie, for sending that. She's really quick on those. So I appreciate it.
And
Like I said before, I'm so thankful for to actually find you guys because I mean I don't know so many spiritual people in that sense.
And Harley has.
Some interesting asking me here. When I was a little, I would still to go with a cat face. Then Sika went told it was a dream. She was I will open. You might seen a spirit, but it could be actually someone who actually are a Lyran Starseed. I'm not expert in this manner, but the feeling I get while reading this Harley is that you actually did see some spirits, and in the spirit may transform itself into a girl with a cat face. But I think my gut feeling says it's a Lyran Starseed who was a human who manifesting herself to show himself in that manner.
And the dragon lady.
And then I was shown in my vision from the creator that because I used to work with autistic in an autistic program here in my community, and for about 10 years I worked with autistic parents and children, and you know, I just found them so interesting. Like, no matter what, Victor, no matter what, they always responded to the vibration of love.
Indeed. And that's why I hope we're doing this, open up, even if it's not always about the spiritual part, we need to actually make staff who working with autism and people with this special needs more kinder and loving.
Yes, because
we have too much salty, speaking my French, we have too salty stuff right now. And I think that's an issue. I've been seeing my own eyes how some old stuff acting around, for example, people with, for example, Down syndrome, for example. I've been seeing how they act into them, like in 1940s style, when how they treating them. And I think open up about this is gonna energy-wise helping humankind to be more kinder to each other.
and what I got from working with them, and then after, you know, I'm getting my downloads from the creator. What I learned about it was you can't learn this language. You can't. You're not wired that way. You're wired for love and love only. And I also was shown, which you might find this very interesting, is that autism is a precursor for the future human.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yep. And that was what I was told by the creator. And I was just like, oh my gosh, it makes complete sense to me now, you know?
Because it makes you more sensitive to the vibrations and how you're reading a human vessel, for example.
Yes.
That's what the knowledge saying about it's an issue. I don't see it an issue. We are just born with a higher sensitive call in that manner that is sensing more strongly than a person who would not have autism.
Yeah. And you have your own language, and that is that. And you're not, no matter how much medication they give you, no matter how much sensory training they give you, no matter what they shove down your throat, it's not going to change. You're never going to get rid of it. So,
because luckily I was diagnosed, what they call it in English. I was 16 when I got my prognosis, and for me it was not a relief, but for me it was like I had to do this because I could not understand the school system at all, and I had almost because I didn't understand why I could not get the traditional way of getting all the knowledge I needed.
Learning the language. Yeah.
The language, because I didn't understand it. And I was like, I know when I'm learning about my spiritual path as well. Oh, sweetheart.
He's coming on camera now too. How fun.
We like to see the other though.
It's really funny how we're talking about Lyrans and then all of our cats are showing up.
Yes.
Oliver. No, ignore me now. It's like, no, I'm not going to the camera right now. It's so funny.
And autistic people remind me of what they said about owls. Now, owls are supposed to be wise and very smart, right? But they say that training an owl is very difficult. And I'm going, that's because they're smarter than you are. They're wiser than you are. That's why you can't train them, because what you're trying to train them is.
Sorry, Julie, but when you speak about owls, I I have so connection with those bird animals as well when it comes to owls as well. I love them. I love the wisdom they send to us as humans. I have been dreaming about, for example, those from Harry Potter, those white ones. Yeah, over here we call them fjärrugla, or it's like white owls. I've
We
been
call them snow owls, or
Yeah, snow owls. Here we
okay.
call them fjärrugla. And I've been dreaming about them, and I had some message back and forth from them in the spirit. And right now, we are in that position right now. Many more billions of people are going to wake up right now and notice they have seen birds or owls around the property, or
Oh,
it's nature's way of helping people open up the consciousness of getting higher vibrational.
Activating that third eye,
yeah.
getting that chakra to soul to swim through that chakra system. Yeah, animals definitely are here for us. I do believe that the creator put them here for us because it's such a dark planet. You know what I mean? And they're our friends. And then they reincarnate back to us because of the love that we give them. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful system.
Yes.
It is.
And I was talking to you earlier about, she says, you don't have any pets right now. No, I don't. I said, but the next pet I want to get is an owl that I can take with me anywhere I want. Because wherever you're staying, you can let an owl out and they're going to come back to you. But they don't have to be walked. They don't have to deal with all that stuff. And I have to put this up real quick. Sorry. Like Hedwig from Harry Potter.
You see,
You're
yes.
a motivator, girl. And just as a
best
child,
things I've done is my son.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
teach me. Kiss
Jessica
Yeah, we're
friend is
back.
autistic too. She can totally relate to this conversation. I'm sure on a really good level.
Yes.
I believe that autistic children are not here to be taught anything.
No.
They're just be taught on how to remember.
They have past memories. I mean, I have my past memories from Silurian Starseed, and I think many with the autism. I mean, that guy you sent me, Julie, who was a card reader, for example, I did this channel. I mean, you have so many people you need to guest right now. And you have one woman I sent you as well that you need to send a mail to as well, because I mean, we have so many. We need to start connecting more and more people. And even if you don't agree on everything they do,
Yeah.
it's a form of learning curve that is a collective way of learning from each other. So I hope that doing this, we are going to connect more and more people, and it's going to be more. It's going to be like, instead of having online classes, for example, we learn from each other and we taking what we need to listen in that moment.
Exactly. If something resonates with you, it's for you. If
Right.
it doesn't, it's not. It doesn't. And I tell people that all the time.
Yes.
I say that on a daily basis. If I'm for you, I resonate with you, then it's for you. If I don't, then that's okay. I'm not your cup of tea, and that's fine. We move on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I'm all about protect. I won't waste my energy on anyone who doesn't want to hear what I have to say or what I'm doing. Why would I don't want to waste my energy? I want my energy to be used for good things. You know what I
Right.
mean? And to transfer out into the world. But no, this is a time for unity. This is a time for us to get together. War does not work.
No.
War has never worked. Okay. It doesn't work at all. Again, that is part of the darkness on this planet, and that's their agenda. That is their agenda to keep us separated, to keep these borders between between different countries, and to dislike each other because of who knows. I don't even know what the reasons is. Like, it never makes any sense to me. Because I don't dislike anybody. I want to go have lunch with you. I want to go have lunch in Australia. I want to go have lunch in Russia. I want to go have lunch in China. I want to go and I want to meet these people and I want to learn about their cultures, because to me, it is extremely fascinating to see how other cultures honor their ancestors.
Right.
Yeah, you're more welcome to come to, and I hope that Julie is coming to Sweden, and even you, Claudene, because Man, I would love to show my.
Let's do it.
Yes.
I'm actually applying for my passport right now.
Oh, you haven't gotten a passport?
I haven't gotten a passport yet, but I'm gonna. I did some paperwork and I submitted it. We'll see how it goes. So this is a new journey for me to figure out how I get my passport. And I went through some companies, so we'll see if it's legit and stuff. So hopefully it is, and I'll get my passport. And as soon as I get my passport, my plan is to kind of get out of here next year and do some traveling because
You're most welcome to Sweden. You are so welcome. I will actually open up my arms for you.
yes, I would love to go there. I have some
Yes.
roots. So my descendants are from Norway.
Yeah, and like I said in text, you have some Viking ancestry as well, because you
Yeah.
have actually, I think that it's just not a chieftain. You have some Viking heritage behind you who was quite big and classical my style of having stronger body, or not a strong body, but I call it what I call it, a figure, or he's a larger man with him, and he's guiding you in this lifetime right now. You've been feeling him strongly quite a lot.
Oh yes, most. I feel my ancestors all the time, and I do come from a very strong ancestral background of strong warriors. I am Aztec, Mayan, and Norwegian. So I've done my lineage. I've looked into all of that, and so I know I have an entourage. But we all have a huge
Yes.
entourage. It's so do you. You have a huge entourage too, and
I think
everyone
my
does on the
grandmother, I
planet.
have a lot of artistry in my heritage.
Oh, really? Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, that's see. Now I'm the person who buys art, and then I
And I will
see.
send you some art pieces. I will send it to United States somehow. But
Oh, please do. Yes.
I will take a look into the cost and stuff. But I think it's not super expensive to send like a smaller package or something like that. I think it's quite cheap. So something I will send to both you and Julie, and even to Bonnie in the background, but she's still here. I will send some
And
artistry.
Great.
I don't know if you know this, but we can send packages internationally as long as they're under £4 for $20.
Okay, cool.
So we do have I do send products out to Australia, and I just recently learned this after 5 years of sending products to Australia and spending $80, $90 a package. But our post office, one of the people from the post offices told me, yeah, no, we can send international packages for about $20. I don't know what that would be in your language, but that's pretty fairly cheap here in America.
Yeah, we're here in Sweden right now, because of the laws of EU, it's been more expensive to send stuff. They
Okay.
are calling Sweden, and rest of the EU is controlling country, because you know this as well. They it's so crazy how they, when it comes to everything, is so control everything. Even, I mean, the thing you do, for example, Claudene, is super risky in one way if you're sending package with mushrooms in, because they can actually open up the package and wait a minute, what is it? What is this?
Well, are medicinal mushrooms legal there? Aren't you, isn't like just the lion's
Well, some
mane?
of them is not legal, so you need to be careful when you're sending stuff.
Really? Well, I'm not. We're not. I'm not talking about psilocybin. I'm just talking about medicinal mushrooms, edible mushrooms, because I
I
can
think
send those all
legal,
day to
and I think they
Australia.
have some. It's been crazy, but I do understand they have the laws for a reason. But I'm not a big fan over how they make everything so much expensive right now.
Yeah. So inflation over there in Sweden has gone up quite a bit.
Yeah, and right now my living. I mean, I can survive, but right now it's like you have to, hold every penny you have right now. That's the issue here right now. They have made some really nasty. I forgot the English word for it, but they have made something that made it more expensive over here to live.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Well, I think they're doing it to every country because our inflation has gone up. What is it like?
I
What percentage are we at now? I heard
I'm not sure.
120 or something like
Oh,
that
wow.
ever since COVID has hit. And things are just
Oh,
getting
that's
more,
okay.
same here. It's getting very difficult here. I mean, I'm just shocked when I go to the grocery store and I'm getting
Even
different
speaking
people.
of,
Yeah, I
so
can't
to go
believe
to
the
the forest
price.
and get mushrooms.
Okay. They're
Even
saying,
lemon and blueberries. Speaking about, because we need to prepare for future wars. I was like,
right.
okay, thank you so much for adding more into people.
More fear into people, exactly.
Yes.
I just say,
Oh my.
you know, you want to prepare yourself, learn how to grow your own food.
Yeah, and actually, I'm not a super big because I actually plan to move from this apartment. But when I moved to my new place, I decided to make like a small complex of growing my own herbs and stuff. Because I know some herbs you can actually, from when you're buying them from the store, you adding them to a new pot and and they grow back again. So
Yep, I can
that's
help you with all that. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's yeah, you can grow out of pots. There's all, even when you live in an apartment. I've lived in a kind of a lot of different type of situations in my life, and I I grow here in my store, my facility. I'm growing hatch chilies and marigolds right outside my store right
Ooh,
now.
marigolds.
And I do the pot thing. I just grow, and I love perennials because, of course, perennials, you cut them down, they grow back. You cut them, you know what I mean? And that's herbs. So a lot of herbs are perennials. So that's a great place to start. And you'll notice when you start growing 2 or 3 herbs, you don't got to go, when you go to the store, you're like, oh, I don't need that. I'm growing that. Oh, I don't need that. I'm growing that. It's a really good feeling.
Yeah, and actually, the staff who are helping us right now, they have a daily trade center over here who are showing us how to be more what they call it, when you're growing your own stuff and herbs, and I love that and I think it's this part of the humankind right now. I'm hoping not the dragon lady, that kind of behavior or the kind of energy is going to still be in the earth right now, but I'm hoping that more and more is going to open up the mind and see that we actually can learn from each other instead of seeing us as aliens. Or because those people who are seeing it like that, they are really negativity, and yeah, it's just junk. But in that manner, I hope that we are learning how to grow our stuff instead of like we did in the past. We did it in 1800s, we growing our own food.
Yes. And and even for people like who don't want to grow their food, there's a lot of people out there who are not even interested in even thinking about it, but they have other gifts. So for people like me who like to grow, this is where the trade comes in. You know what I mean? Like, let's say, you and I are neighbors, and so I'm growing all of this great abundant food, but you're an artist and you can come paint my walls for me,
Or
and you can,
spiritual work could be a training thing as well in the future. I hope that we
yeah,
leave the greedy society in a form of course, we need to have something to live on, but I think that we building a form of complex that instead of or living homeless, for example, you having people living in in large groups or like a community of people.
exactly. That's my goal. That's my main goal, is to get it to go off grid and live in
Mhm.
a self-efficient community where we don't rely on anybody for nothing. We do it all ourselves, and that's my main goal. And I'm really hoping to reach this goal within the next year. So I know it's coming. It's coming. So I will manifest it.
Yes.
Bonnie, do you have any questions about star seeds, or do you have any more
Yeah.
talk about that? I think we just, but I love this. But this is the show who flows that I love. With doing this, 'cause everything is flowing because we go one far part of star seeds, then another thing. But do we have any interesting topic from people about star seeds? What kind of star they are? If they know what they are, what kind of star seeds?
Yes. Does anybody know what type of starseed they are? Please let us know. I I am Syrian, from Cirrus, so we're all in the same area. But
Star clusters. Yeah, we're from the
yes,
same star cluster. Yeah.
And I'm a
Taurus.
star seed or the cat people. So
Hmm?
wow, that's
Would you say?
I'm a million star seed, or as I adding some humor into it, wow, into that. So
Yes. Yes. Thanks. Yeah. And I'm going to spell what the star that I'm from. Now there's 3 stars, but I'm posting it. So that's the star. Because people pronounce it differently. Let's see. Sure, just wondering
Jess
what
is like, I
today
don't have
was.
a clue what I am.
Who was that?
Jess, yeah. Jess, you just gotta
ask if you want to
ask.
know.
And then if you're ever like watching a show or you read something or you see something, it could be as simple as an article or something, and it hits you profoundly, like, oh my God, this is really resonating with me. It's for you. It's giving you a message.
And I'll say to just code all your dreams as well, because it could be actually hints on what kind of starseed you are if you're dreaming of certain stuff. And have a journal beside your bed and type everything you might remember from that night, and that's gonna help you tons of times. I'm lucky to remember lots of my dreams. I've been dreaming half my lifetime about cats, so that's from my mind center. Okay, that has been kind of meaning right now about why I'm dreaming and why I'm so connected to my cat. So the cats overall, bigger cats, lions, leopards, panthers, leopards, everything on those large cats. Actually, but I'm not that flexible as a cat, but I have highly sensitive with the cats.
Okay, what kind of dreams are you having?
Interesting question. For me, it's more like I dream about my, as I'm calling them, because I do see the Lurians as they are not killed in the sense of spirits. I actually dreaming about speaking to one of the higher commanders. For example, I did a session with my friend Eric one time, and I had a connection with one of the Lyrian commanders who get killed in that battle. So it was interesting that I got connection with him.
Oh, wow. Is he soul family?
I think so, because I think he's one of the Gaia team. That's my feeling right now.
Oh, okay, cool. A group that we should look into seriously. Tried to find it, but couldn't. Yes. There's another. Oh, go ahead.
You have some interesting. I don't like to say help from Google, but sometimes Google has some really good. But it's not all the story. I mean, I'm saying that everything you're getting is from downloads or dreams, but you can get a little hint if you have like you're texting down what you dreamed about and what you're self getting in from your spiritual journey. You're getting signs of kind of stars that you are.
Okay. And one of the things about journalizing or recording your dreams is utilize your phone. Do the video recording. You don't have to show a video, just record the voice so that you know what's going on and you can remember it later. I mean, sometimes it's so profound in the morning that it keeps being given that same message over and over again. Okay, I'm going to sit down right now. All right, give it to me one last time so I can write it down. So they're very particular. If I have the time and the inclination, then I'll do it on the video. Otherwise, they're going to make sure that I write it down later. I won't forget. Okay, so what do you think about this motorcycle that didn't run on fuel?
Interesting.
Ran on crystals, it ran off energy. You were running it, Jess. It was coming from your consciousness. Spaceships. You think spaceships run off of gasoline?
No.
No. No, they run off of the consciousness and crystals, is what I've been shown.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if you heard about this, but they've been showing in Sweden, and I think it's Pleiadians are actually helping us because they want to have peace in Earth right now. So it's a lot of pictures around the world right now with like a mask hole around. It looks like if you have been seeing Star Trek. They showed some interesting photos of this. This looks like a mask hole. I'm unsure what if Claudine is heard about this. Is showing, and I think that's to me is a sign from Pleiadians. They are the most one who actually are alive in the galaxy, and they actually are around and helping.
Well, it's not. It's the Galactic Federation, okay, and they are a group of beings of everything that comes from Orion to Ceres to the Lyrans, the Pleiadians, Arcturians, all of every being of the light is on that ship, and there's thousands and thousands and thousands of them, and they are here to help protect planet Earth.
That's why I think why I got this is actually half a year ago. I got after having a meditation with my friend Eric. Thank you for saying your name, but I know that we are so he's an American friend of mine, and we had some meditation, and he actually guided me to find Julie with side of Shona, and he asked guested I think Julie's channel as well. And he was the guy who helped me understand as well, and said to me that you're not crazy.
No.
You are so gifted, but it's society who marks you in that manner. They pushing you into believing in this kind of nonsense right now.
Because the scientists don't study our multidimensional being, which is called the Merkaba, because they can't see it, Victor. They can't see it. Not yet. Not yet. But the scientists do not see our God DNA. And if they call that junk DNA, and it's not junk. That is the multidimensional vehicle. That is our vehicle that we ride in here on this planet. So, it's what I call the Merkaba. And it's visible, it's invisible. We don't see it, but we sure can feel it, can't we?
Harley, have you looked that up? But yeah, we can definitely feel.
I'm feeling those ladies right now, and I can tell you, my stress level has gone bang just speaking to Julie and Claudine, and that's I noticed one thing being here since I joined it and for being in this collective, I become more calmer in the sense so my autism doesn't show that often. That's when I get stressed out, you see in the signs, but when I get in calmer, I don't get so. It's interesting that it actually works. We are so connected. We are collective.
Yeah, and the other thing is cats are very calming, very calming. So being a Lyrian, it helps. So have you heard of any extra, other worldly being that is that description?
Well, for me, it's could be not the gray man, but we have what the alien species right now? Not a Pleiadian, but we have not that you are uni, but we have one more alien species who are white and quite tall. I can't see the name of it.
Well, I've sent you the Syrian ones. You said I kind of look like them, but they come in tall and short and all different.
Well, it sounds like to me he's describing a Palladian. Wait, you said he had sheer white clothes, had a sheer gown on? Wait, the body
had no
silhouette.
Clothes, his body silhouette.
Silhouette, okay.
And looked like were his clothes, like the white membrane of the eye. Oh.
To me, it sounds like the Greys, but the Grey actually was the one as they acting like the Dracoons, but I think that some way they actually sign something that they become more kinder to humans and they don't kidnap them and do the experiment anymore because they don't notice it was not any use in that manner anymore. It was not. They noticed it was nothing at value doing.
Sorry, I'm getting The chat is getting weird.
Yes, your dad could be an Lyran starseed if you have been dreaming about lions.
Yep, there's a sign right there, most definitely. Well, there'll be no zombie apocalypse. I know that.
No,
That's not going to happen.
Had the face of a lion. Well, Lyrian.
That's a strange.
And he's a Leo. And he's a Leo. So yeah, dot connected.
Yeah.
So that is so cool. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I've never had any real I can't think of any dreams that have been so profound like that. Mine are just visions. I get visions, I astral travel, and then I remote view, and then that's where I get all of my information.
Welcome to the club, Claudene. I noticed it's been more calmer, but just a couple of years ago, I had some crazy stuff happening in my life. Because I use my cards as a help tool. I see the cards more like an helping tool in the form of understanding. So not going in deeper into the cards, but the cards that pop up to me was the first card was the devil, the second card was the tower, and the last card was the high priestess.
Ooh.
And that's normally for more intuitive. And I did a reading for the situation we are in right now, and like I said, the dark forces of play is gonna make the power fall, but it's gonna open up more intuitive in the people. So that's why I read the cards could see when I did see the pictures.
Harley, what did he say to you in his telepathy in your conversation? They're only going to communicate. They don't have words. They don't have the verbiage that we have. That was taught to us on this planet to dummy us down so that we would put spells on ourselves. So we lost connection to our first language, which was telepathy. But I'm just curious to know, what was it that he was communicating to you? What was he saying? He scared and startled me. Well, yeah, it can be kind of scary when they approach you.
Oops. See this going. Oh, sorry, that's a troll or a squirrel, as we call it.
Lots of squirrels on internet, Sally.
Yeah. Okay. He suddenly scared at first, but then I was okay. It was like he was communicating telepathically. So what did he say telepathically?
What was he telling you? I mean,
what was your impressions of what he was communicating?
Because you have telepathy too, Harley. So what was it communicating? What was he saying?
Interesting, we're reading with Harley over here. My first reaction is fear. And fear and it's like, I'm not going to read her or him, but it's like this blockage come up into me. The fear made like a blockage.
I know he was saying something, but I never found out. I was woken up. Well, it's in your subconscious. It's still there. It'll be brought out when you need it. When you need it the most.
Sounds like you possibly been contacted by one of your ancestors, your Cosmo ancestors. And if you didn't like it, Harley, and and if this happens again and you're not comfortable with it, just tell them I don't consent, and it'll leave you alone.
Yeah,
you're just not, you're not ready for this type of
you're not ready to information. Sorry, Claudine, but you can actually ask them to make it more clear for yourself if you feel like it's uncomfortable and you get fear. You can ask a different kind of manner to them to say that I don't understand this information. Please connect in more. So I don't understand. I do understand what you want me to get.
Well, and I know you are searching for answers. But answers will come to you when you need it. Keep searching, but um, don't waste a whole lot. Well, not waste. Do not put a whole lot of time into doing it, because when you're ready for the answer, it will pop up.
Let it happen organically and
Yes.
naturally. Go into meditation, clear the mind, because when you've got all that chatter going on in your mind and you're just like da 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 da, da it
Because right now she has some blockage in her third eye, or this
Yeah,
person.
I'm feeling it too. And it's kind of
It's
this
like
way.
point right now. We was not planned to read you all about. I think this is information you need to understand. You need to block this out of your system right now because you're so plugged right now, and it's a lot of past memory, past lifetimes. We all have our past life. I mean, I have my own as well. I have I'm still working on right now, but it's like this pressure in my forehead right now with you.
Yep, I got it too.
I know, so do I got it a while ago. My
Me too.
eyes want to shut down, but the strong
Oh,
energy.
that hurts. Mm. Harley, sweetheart, you need to fix this because, man, it affects both of us right now.
All of us, yeah.
I want to go take a nap.
I removed the pressure that was the acupressure I was doing to remove the pressure in the sinus area, and it does help, and it does isolate the third eye, so that I can work on that, and I can use. I feel myself having crystals in my hand, like
But I
selenite.
get, Harley, it's if you're getting in that kind of situation in your sleep and you wake up having a, because like you said, Claudine, it could be like a guide as well who's showing up in that manner. I mean, it's not pleasant to wake up and have someone pushing you, but you need to be kind and firm with them and say, no, I'm not accepting in my space. You need to accept my boundary as well.
Right.
I only allow love and light, and anything that is
I
not
say that
of
all the time, all the
that,
time.
yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I actually could show this in the camera. 1 second. I'm going to actually.
Sure. Sure. And Jess, appreciate the fact of your dream that someone told you to just breathe, and then you woke up and you had stopped breathing in your sleep. So I'm glad that you were woken up, and definitely listen to those. Don't put them aside. Oh, no, wake up.
Now, that's kind of a
All right. Here's the moment of truth right now.
Okay.
Here's the
Oops,
protection.
look
Oh,
at
wow.
that.
And I have made it myself, and it's it called Helm of. I will try to. It's called the horror rune. It sounds more scary than this. It is a protection rune, so every negativity is not allowed in your home. So if you have anyone who can take like a photo of this and make your own, Ola, or anyone who is needing protection in your home, because you need having this as a sensitive, because you pick up a lot of energy from others and tons of negativity from people. So it's a fantastic way to actually clean your body and your home from negativity.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that is very nice.
I clear out the room. As soon as I walk in, boom, I clear out the room of negativity. I know the power of my Merkaba. But having all that beautiful stuff, oh, it just makes the energies in your home feel so good. I love having all that spiritual art in there, especially when it's
Yeah.
handcrafted, made by someone with love. There's nothing better than that.
Okay, Julian.
Did we lose Victor? Did he?
No, he just went out of the. Just
Oh,
turned up. There he
yeah.
is. He's back now.
Yeah. No, that one's beautiful. That is
Yeah.
that's fantastic. And those are the kind of things that you sell. And
I'm not selling, but because it's a form of honoring my heritage in the form of Viking age and stuff. I'm not say I'm 100% Viking, but it's the Scandinavian. We are ancestry from the Vikings. So
you are a
I
Viking.
more and more. I like I said, Julie, you need to actually invite this woman as a guest in the future because man, I mean, her way of speaking about all what happens, like you said, Claudine, about the light and the dark. We are in that period right now.
Yeah.
We are in a period of light and dark in the form of energies right now. So we need to actually learn how to protect yourself. Because
Hmm.
man, I listen to this woman every single evening when she opened up a new video about, and she's from, I think it was Norway. This woman, and I hope that she's going to join us in the future. Just send her a mail, Julie, and ask if she's interested to join us sometime.
And who was this? You sent that to me already.
It was on your Facebook, so you take a look into
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I'll take a look into it. Okay, Jill Moon.
She,
No problem, Holly. But I hope that you go back to the video later and you take a photo of that kind of rune and making yourself. Because in one way, if you're making your own rune, you're adding your own magic into it. So it's a form of powerful love protection spell into the crafting you're doing. So I say to all my friends and people, make your own stuff instead, and you're adding your own power into the stuff, and it's more powerful with the power of love.
that's exactly what I was saying. I think you went to go put your thing back. I'm like, there's nothing more powerful than a handcrafted project, a handcrafted gift because it's made with pure love
Yes.
versus something coming off an assembly
Oh,
line.
yeah.
The energies are not the same at all. So you have very, very beautiful work.
Yes. And Jill Moon is usually not this.
This friendly
Yeah.
is she? She's not. This is really funny. She's just loving all on Julie this morning and me. She's funny. She's a kitten. She's only a year old. Well, no, it's April, May, July, August. Okay, so she's about 16 months old. So that's still a kitten, though, right?
Yeah, I could be a teenager even. That's why she has some feisty in her. But it's there. I mean, my cat is an old soul. Casper, who is a little bit scary, he's an old soul as well. So your kitty is just looking at is an old soul as well. I mean, it's
Yeah.
and you have
Yeah.
been having lots of old lifetime together.
Oh, you think so? So this is a fun story. So I've always been a woman with a dog. Okay, now she's going to get on the table. Hold on. She's getting really nosy now. I've always
Comfortable.
been the girl with the dog, girl with the dog, girl with the dog. And so I don't know, it must have been about maybe 2 years ago. I was like, I want a cat. I want to know what it's like to be a fur mama of a cat. I've always have thought cats were super cool, especially like tigers and lions and jaguars. Oh, jaguars, I think are just fascinating. I'll go to the zoo. I will watch the jaguars all
I think
day
because I'm
long.
a Lyrian, I do have a lot of when they saying about larger cats, I get this happiness in my body, and I cannot describe the feeling right now. Actually, I need to show this right now to the rest of the people. So excuse me, continue cleaning. I'm be right back in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just going off.
Yeah, but I've been drawn to them. It's not just cats; it's a lot of animals that I can hear them. I can hear their telepathy. I can hear what they say. I'm also a dosing specialist when it comes to fur babies with plant medicine. So, anyways, so I finally got me a cat. I manifested me a cat. She was brought to me April 27th of 2023. And it's been quite a journey, you guys. Let me tell you, I thought it was going to be way different being a cat mama.
All right,
It's
it's going to be, but I'm going to see if. So it looks like this.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Look
one.
at that. Yes, very masculine.
Interesting.
Wow, he's beautiful.
It's one of my lions. So yeah, I've been this picture made in last year. Actually, I was actually having I did some experimenting with acrylic paint in the daily activity center, and the staff asked me, "You need to test this color mix right now," and I So yeah, sure, I can try. And she was like, Viktor, you are so good at what you're doing right now. She could not explain why I was into cats, and I told her it's my nature.
Yeah, it becomes very natural to you. And then, like I said, and then I was introduced to my first kitty cat relationship. It's been about a year and 4 months. So, and let me tell you, it's been a journey.
Yeah, and I don't believe that you are the same starseed as your parents. My brother, I know,
Thank
is
you,
a
Harley.
starseed. Um, I'm
But
not sure.
my parents don't know because they are so into the old way of thinking. But I think because if you're going back to our astrology or the signs, I am a double Sag, Fisher Moon. My mom is a Cancer, and my dad is a Scorpio. And I have my chart have a lot of Scorpio, but I do look like my dad in my face or on my body as well. So I do know that the genetic form of your parents and what they are as astrology, you heritage everything from them as well when it comes to the chart of what they are as well. So if they are a Scorpio, do you get quite a lot of Scorpio in your chart as well? I do have a Scorpio, and I was shocked when I was looking into that. I know we get into talk a couple of the star seeds, but astrology is important as well into this because when you learn about astrology as well, you learn about yourself as well a lot by your having traits about yourself. And I'm not expecting in any kind of way in this, but what I've learned from doing the spiritual work I'm doing, that we heritage a lot of from our parents, but we have from the star them. For example, if you are a lion, you're getting part of your lion in your chart as well when you are a kid as well.
Yeah.
I can be wrong.
Now,
That's why I think when I'm looking into my own star sheet, I'm a bit more, wow, my dad is a Scorpio, and I did get a lot of Scorpio in my chart.
yeah. And in my chart, I have no Aquarius. That's my mom. None whatsoever. No Gemini. That's my dad. I have none. I am very earthy through my Virgo. I have 4 Virgo placements, but I am Leo in 2 placements and 2 placements in Taurus. So I have more earth. And I think that's why I am attracted to Claudene too. She's very earthy when it comes to her work and her life.
I work with Mother
I'm
Gaia.
very fiery. That's why.
Huh?
But fire is a passion, people. They are very, very
Yeah,
passionate
I'm a
about what.
Cancer, so I'm a water sign.
yeah,
So I have to have a lot of water around me. I love water. I'm very much into structured water. I go to the beach, I go to the lake, I'm in the water as much as possible. But I'm also Virgo, and those are two earth, that's earth sign. So that also makes sense why I am such a protector of Mother Gaia, why I defend her and why I'm always trying to help her and rise this Kundalini. And then I had 5 children for her. And I I work very closely with Mother Gaia. Let's put it that way. She speaks to me, and I hear her front and center my whole entire life. And then it makes sense to me when I figured out that part of my soul comes from this planet, from being on this planet, and then a part of my soul comes from the cosmos.
Mhm.
Which that question that just came up, where was it?
Who was it? Harley?
Okay, what type of starseed does that make you the same type of starseed? Is it like reincarnation or past life connection? Now that's a good question because I know that my mother is a new soul to this planet, a newer soul to this planet for sure. And then my father, he was an old soul. He was taken when he was 23 off this planet. So I didn't really get to know him as well as my mother. But yeah, it's a really good question, Harley. That is a very great observation. I do believe that because of that, it has something to do with my DNA. That there's a mixture of my DNA of being part of a new soul and then an old soul. That's just in my DNA. But I know, but I am an I. reincarnated here with a group called the Old Souls. That's my group. That's my soul group.
Same here. So, and I think that we also we need to stay to connected together, and we need to help the collective. That's what I
Oh
think.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we're here for. We're here to rise this vibration and ascend
Yes.
this planet into unity.
Yeah. And I'm with you. I believe in my soul and my DNA are two things.
Mhm. But
What
you
you've
don't
been
have DNA when you're in your
right.
multidimensional being.
Soul, that's
So,
totally
yeah,
separate.
yeah,
So there's two beings in one soul.
yes, yes.
So where you've been here on this planet, but you might have been born to other planets as well. So, but here, my family, my ancestors on the earthly plane, yes, I have a lot of blood, but I believe that my mom is definitely my soul family. I won't get into all of it. My brother is definitely. But some of the others, I feel that we've been in lives together, but they're not specifically my soul family. I believe in ally soul families and uh,
Don't forget that we choose our families for me.
blood
So
clan. Well, I do believe in blood clan. That to me is totally separate than my
Your
soul family.
Exactly. That's okay. So what was shown to me again when I had this okay, so just like every other family, we've got all this dysfunctional family members, right? And they keep doing the same crazy mistakes over and over. And I've always wondered why I have this deep love for my family members. Like, I can't give up on them, you guys. Okay, so they screw up, and I'm like, oh gosh, okay, they did it. They banged themselves up again. Oh my gosh, why? Oh, it's that same old turmoil, drama, and my heart just bleeds for them. And I just wish them to get better and to do better. I don't go the other way, and I'm like, and shooting them, yes, they have to stay away from me because their energy is of negativity, and I don't want to be part of that. But I'm always sending them love. I'm always at all the family parties and just showing up my light. I was so confused about this. Why can't I just cut that cord with the family members? Because I was shown that is your blood clan. That is your blood clan. And you reincarnate time over and over with these people. And that is where that deep, deep love comes from to me. And that's what I was shown. So, and then on the other side, we all love and adore each other because we don't have all of these feelings and this intelligence, when we're on the other side. We just have that here while we're on the planet. And it's just karmic relationships. These are karmic relationships that we've had over and over in reincarnations. But then there is your soul family, the cosmos soul family. And that's what we are. That's why when we connected, Victor, you saw me, I saw you. We lit up.
Yeah.
We were like, oh my gosh, because our
Family.
soul recognized each other. And it's like, oh, there's another soul family member.
Yep.
And same thing happened with Julie and I. And
and it's so interesting because actually in the past when I did because I've been in the kindergarten or helping out, and sadly it comes a time when you have to actually listen to your soul and what you leads you. So sadly I had to leave that work, or it was not me who lived it. It was actually a worker with, but she was a soul sister, but she got a stroke from that kind of work environment with 25 kids and being a teacher.
Yeah.
She had I mean, she was a soul sister, and it's similar with Julie and you, Claudine, as well. It was actually like, wow, I found my soul family again.
yeah, and you can't deny it. You can't deny that feeling that you get when you see each other and you have that energy exchange. Julie and I can't deny it. You and I, Victor, can't deny it. And it's such an amazing feeling. I just love when that happens. And I know that we will keep continuing connecting with our soul family as we go along in
Yes.
this journey, especially with this
Yeah,
show.
we need to focus just on one platform. We need to expand. I actually spoke to Michelle about this as well. Uh, um, uh, not sure if I can say all her name, but Michelle, Julie, Michelle.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, Michelle Foss.
yeah. I explained to her that we need to expand to more platforms. For example, I described her about Discord as well. It's one way that it's a gaming community, but it's a way of having an extra platform if our channels get down or anything, that jazz. If we need to, we need to find some kind of platform that we can have still connecting each other, because we are still needed in these places, Earth is right now.
Right. And
And we need
Harley, Harley, I feel that you are an old soul. I'm feeling that you are very old soul. And Jess, you are not a new soul. I'm feeling you're kind of a medium soul, middle-aged soul. That's the words they're saying now. Not that you're middle-aged here and now. I'm just saying that's what they're saying. I was told that I have 907,000 plus lives. That's what I was told. I just kind of looked at him like, are you crazy? But I don't know if that's true or not.
Did it resonate with you?
No.
Oh,
So
okay,
no,
then
it's
not
not
for
true.
you. It's
Yeah.
not for you. And thank you for that comment, Harley. And plus, one in your own. Yes. No, you can recognize a new soul of this planet because our jails and our prisons are full of them.
Yeah.
Addiction, look at the addiction
Oh,
rate,
yes.
addicted, all of our family members that are addicted and that are in and out of jail, that is a new soul.
And I have experienced that because somebody I've been in a relationship for over 35 years. Yes, I knew. I asked once I got into this, 2 years ago. I said, is this part of my soul family? No. Have I ever been reincarnated with this person? No. Are they a new soul? So, yeah, and they have an addictive personality.
Yeah, they have addictions. They're in and out of jail. Like I said with my mom, like she's just a newer soul to this planet. Probably ascended here. I'm going to say maybe 4 or 5 times. But I used her vessel to come through because I came here to teach her. I'm the older soul. And that's what children really are. Children are brought to this planet to teach us. And that's why we have it so wrong on this planet. We have had it so messed up. And what we've done is we have allowed every generation to screw up the next generation by being taught what we were taught by the generation before that. And so once we change our ways and we start allowing the children to teach us, because they just came from the creator. They just got here on this planet. They're the new soul from the creator. They remember who they are, but then the brainwashing starts at 5 years old.
Yeah.
So,
and that's what I did see a lot of on the kindergarten. I did see a lot of learning Starseeds. I did see a lot of Rainbow Starseeds. I did see a lot of. I even think I've seen. I mean, I was in shock after when I come home afterwards because I said to myself, "Wait a minute, did I actually witness this?" I mean, a 3-year-old kid who actually could speak full sentences in all manner, in all folklore Swedish or in a form of all. And I was like, "Wait a minute, did I just hearing a 3-year-old kid speaking all Norwegian?" Swedish like Vikings, like an old way of
No.
and I was like, it taken me actually a couple of days afterwards. Actually, when I come back in the kindergarten, I noticed that the same kid actually remembered part life of as a Viking.
oh, wow.
And it was not that he wants to fight. It was more like he wants to, and it could be like a shaman, or it could be an shamanistic ways of thinking. Because this kid actually picking up herbs outside the kindergarten and had his pocket, and he explained to the staff that he was picking herbs, and it was way before his own as a 3-year-old, and they just shaking their head and don't understand what they're seeing by this kid doing this.
Because
His memory, he had his
was
memory.
born with it. Yeah.
He was born with it. He had his memory. And we're going to see that more and more with these generations of the new babies that are coming in. Have you talked to a 2-year-old lately? That's all I got to say. Have you talked to a 2 or 3-year-old child lately?
I have a niece.
And they're not your grandfather's children. They're not the same children that we were when we were younger, or the
I just
children.
answer Holly quick. For me, when I was a Lyran Starseed, I actually dreamed quite a lot of, and I understand since I was a kid, because I was so connected to the cats. I understand in late years, 2 years ago, about what kind of starseeds. So it's like this: you need to read a lot of on the internet, and you need to make found the puzzles in your life, and the best if you can just text down everything you remember from your childhood, or it could be like a word, and you're typing on the internet and get all the information. Then you're founding your tribe. But I think that doing this with Julie and Claudene is going to do a lot, helping a lot more people to open up about this.
Okay, Harley's got a question. Did you see that one?
Which one?
Victor, I've never understood one thing. How can you be a newer soul yet hold wisdom, the knowing? Woo, good question, Harley.
Yeah, you had that a while ago. Yeah.
That's because guess what? No soul can manifest itself to Earth unless it's a master.
That means you're not a new soul if you're a master.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I'm saying new souls to this planet. So when you're a master, you have to be a master to reincarnate to this planet Earth, because planet Earth is a school and a prophecy planet. Okay. And what happens is you lost your memory. You lose your memory. When you're born, you know 3 things for a fact. You know that you have a part of you right here has a beginning and an end. Then you know there's a part of you that sits inside of you in your chakra system, and it has no beginning and it has no end. And you know it's much bigger than you're ever being told. But there's another thing. You don't remember why you're here. And that is the tricky part about this whole entire journey of being on planet Earth. So the whole thing is to wake up to your mastery. So that is what it is. So even though you're a new soul to this planet, you've never, you've reincarnated here like maybe 5 or 10 times, you're still a master. You were a master before you came here from another planet, or from the Great Divine, whatever,
Sorry, folks, it's a bit technical over here.
Yeah,
Trying to adjust the volume right now.
Yeah. Okay, and you might have been only here 6 times, but like she said, I mean, you have to be a master. That doesn't mean you haven't reincarnated or incarnated in other planets.
Yeah.
Because I know I've been elsewhere.
You're from the Great Divine. So regardless, I mean, wherever that your soul originated from planet Earth, but you're not going to come here unless you're a master soul.
And the other question I have, Harley, is what addictions have you had? Because if you're a new soul here, as was already established, the newer souls have a tendency to be.
Well, because they don't get it. They don't understand. They come to a planet that is so low in vibration. I mean, we literally kill each other. This is now a culture in America of narcissisticnism, gaslighting.
Yeah.
And when you're a new soul to this planet, it's very confusing. Like, wait, they came from the Great Divine, and then they're ridiculed and they're not understood for who they are. And then they see all these bad things happening around them. So they're like, well, why can't I do it? What do you mean I can't do it? This is what goes on here on this planet. So they're just very confused. And again, like I said, I believe that our mental institution and our jails and prisons are full of new souls, and they just don't understand why they can't be the way that they want to, the way that they're being trained to be because of society. And all they need is schooling. All they really do is need schooling and understanding and love. And I think we can change. They would change their ways.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, and I know they've a lot of them have done some pretty harsh crimes. And then again, you also have ancestral trauma that plays a part in it too.
Exactly.
So you've got ancestral trauma that comes with you, or it's laid upon you once you're born. You do not take your duality with you or your karma with you. That is all laid upon you once you enter this planet.
Oh my goodness. This is my baby. Hello, baby. I know. She's yawning. Okay, I think my mom's ex-husband soldier. Oh, I want to go back to what you said before about Jess, that you ran out to your ex-husband's sister who was a witch and hugged her at age 3, and she can't have children. No, that was not you. Please know that was not you. You did not cause that. You were blessing her. As a child, you were blessing her for some reason. I don't know what all that was, but okay. I want to go back to that.
Well, mother's using her in a different way. If
Yes.
you're not burying children on this planet, then you are being these women that are childless is because they're being used in a different way, which means I know a lot of women who have chosen not to have children this lifetime. Like I know a lot of women, and that's because mother's using them in another way, protecting the animals, protecting being the gatekeepers that they are. Because maybe in their past life they had lots of children, and now they just don't need to do that anymore. They graduated to a different status.
And most of the past lives that I've remembered so far, I didn't have any children. I was a woman, but did not have children. I took care of Gaia and I took care of villages and different things, but did not take care of my children. I took care of everybody else's and took care of the earth. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. How do you follow? Oh, okay. So let me put that up in just a second. I didn't understand this earth, but not as far as trying to do things, but as far as what it is. It can be so simple, yet as we as humans can see it. Yeah. How is the Eye of Ra significant to me? The connection. Okay.
Because that's the great central source. If you learn about Mayan, the Mayans, the Hopis, the Aztecs, all the natives, they talk about the Ra of God. They might have different names for it or whatever, but that is the sun is a portal to the great central magnetic source.
And just for you guys to follow, subscribe, like, and share, that is Claudene's Facebook page. Going down to mine because mine's before Mr. Victor's. This is my Facebook page, my YouTube page. And I know I'm doing this quickly, but they will be in the chat. If you don't see in the chat, let me know and I'll put it up again. And last but not least, yes, I do have his as well. Mr. Victor's YouTube.
We have Emilia's, but I think her site is down. But you can always look for her on snowwhite.tv.
You mean this?
Yeah, but her site might be down. But
okay.
you can look for her as snowwhite.tv or snow with O. Or we can actually something that in text in the chat as well.
Okay, sounds good.
And I have other outlets too, you guys. I also have I have a personal.
But that woman actually are the woman who helped me understand after getting attacked by this dragon lady. That woman who Emilia.
Well, then how are you here? Oh, you're on YouTube, I see. So I sent you the YouTube. Sorry, her YouTube is not on right now.
No, I do have a YouTube. I don't get on too much on social media, you guys, to be honest with you. I do run my own healing facility. I do have a website, elevatedbyclaudine.com, where you can see all my services and all my products that I make and that I prescribe to my clients. But I do have a spiritual Facebook page that is a personal one that is just under Claudine Landry. Then I have my Facebook business page, Elevated by Claudine. I'm also on Instagram as Elevated by Claudine, and I'm on TikTok as Elevated by Claudine. I try to do as much as I can. If you go to my spiritual page, Claudine Landry, that right there is where I put all my information regarding spirituality. And I did a beautiful write-up on something that's going on in Africa. I don't want to get into it today, but we do have, I was shown back in 2020 that there will be a leader that will rise in Africa, and that leader will lead us, will be the leader who leads all the countries into unity. So I did do a write-up recently on him. He has risen up to his calling, and he is doing his work, and he is doing amazing work. So if you're interested on seeing that prophecy that I was shown 3 years, and now it's coming to fruition, please go to my Facebook, Claudine Landry, and read that read-up if you would like. I am a person who is a dosing specialist for plants, for entheogens, and I specialize in transferring people off of pharmaceuticals and street drugs and alcohol onto plant-based medicine. So that is what I do. That is what my healing facility is about, and I help align that chakra system and get your soul swimming through it like it needs to properly. So you are a balanced human being on this planet.
Yes.
So, like I said, I do have a healing facility. I'm very, very busy, you guys. I'm booked up all day long helping people, and it's just really hard for me to get on social media. But this is a place where I've dedicated to come every Tuesday morning and to get my message out, and so that you guys can interact with me and see me out there getting my message out. And that's about all that I really can do at this time, because I'm really at service to my community. Not 24/7. It feels like it, but not 24/7, but at least 10 to 12 hours a day. So, yeah, I get a little worn out a little bit.
Yep. Oops. Thank you, Ms. Bonnie. And Ms. Bonnie and I will be on tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Okay, so which plants help addiction?
All of them. Every plant on this planet has medicinal value for the human body, even the poisonous ones. And I also speak and I teach on mycelium too, which is mushrooms. And those are my specialties. So that is where my wisdom and my knowledge is. Like I said, I work very closely to Mother Gaia. And she's the one who has brought me all these plants and shown me my gifts, because I literally can hear the plants and the mushrooms, and then I bring it to you guys. And then once you connect with me, I'm able to connect into your higher self, and your higher self lets me know what you need for your corporeal body, so we can help you get off of these addictions that you have. And that's just your addictions are just part of your duality, part of your darkness, something that you've got to face and you've got to get rid of. Shadow work, just more shadow work. And I'm very proud to stand here and say that I practice what I preach. Julie will tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm completely substance free. I don't use anything for nothing except for water. Water is a huge attachment that I have.
I don't use any drugs when I'm doing my work. And you can reach me on my Facebook page and on YouTube.
Yeah, I haven't pulled up your Facebook page, but at least I've got the YouTube on. So I will put your Instagram and more QR codes up. I have quite a few, believe me, but I will do more. But one of the things that you do are the capsules, the mushroom capsules.
Mm-hmm.
And she helped me get off of sugar. I mean, I'm pretty strong-willed, and if I don't want to do something, I'm not going to do it. But the mushrooms, the lion's mane, and the tri-blend, which is reishi.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, now I forgot.
It's
Chaga,
reishi, chaga, and cordyceps.
cordyceps. Yeah, and that has helped quite a bit.
Mhm.
Anytime I get a craving, I take those. If I'm starting to feel like, oh, I want that sugar, no. Now, this last time, I was doing one week at a time. Then I went to 2 weeks. Now I made it 41 days. Well,
Bravo!
actually more than that. How much was it? -7. Yeah, 41 days direct. And I had a little bit of taste. And then as soon as I had the sugar, it's like, oh, no, I don't want to do this again.
Yep. We get to the root cause of what it is that's causing you to have these type of addictions. And mostly, to be honest with you guys, it starts with, for one, your colon and a parasite. So all diseases begin in the colon and they're caused by some type of a parasite. And that is what we do. That's what I do. And I help you understand this and to get rid of this parasite that just won't leave you alone, because that's what's making you crave the sugar. So once you detox it and you get out of your body, you're free of that addiction.
Yeah.
And again, like Julie said, it comes from having a lot of willpower.
And yes, you don't have to fight yourself to do it, because once your body feels better, it's going to keep you away from it.
Mhm.
Like I went to a farm to Mesa's, what it's called. Anyway, it's a farmer's market. And I went there and I've gone to this particular booth. It's called Karma Cookies. And I've been there, stopped by there for at least 8 weeks, and I have not even tasted it. So I felt obligated that I needed to at least taste it, because I don't do sugar. And it's like, if you had something without sugar, maybe I'd do it. But this time I tried it. And as soon as I did, it's like, oh no, I'm not going to do that again. But you've got to learn. And you've got to, your body will tell you what it wants.
I hope you learn how to listen to your body, and that's how you're tapping into your body.
Yeah.
Remember, you sent me a text last week. You were saying, what was that message you sent me last week regarding you had a rash, or what was it? That
Oh, no, perspiration.
Oh, yeah,
And
that's right.
I was overdosing on fruit.
Yep. And when you have natural sugar, okay, when you overdose on natural sugar, and I told you this before, I've told you,
Yeah.
when if you do too much natural sugar, your body recognizes that sugar and knows how to get it out of the body.
Right.
Versus preservative sugar and all that stuff, your body doesn't recognize it and doesn't know what to do with it. So what do you think happens to that sugar?
It
Stays in the body, and it attaches to your organs, into your colon, into your bioducts, and then that is where diseases start. That's where disease starts. So
So do your best to get away from sugars, because you don't need it. The natural sugars are so much better. But yes, I was having bananas and figs and so many things, and they're high in sugar, and I knew this.
Speak about food, by the way. One thing I actually love to have in my fridge is dark chocolate. I love to have a high content of cacao in. So I'm trying to not add any with sugar into it, but it is higher. I think it's 7%, 70% cacao into it. I love it.
Yes. I love it. The dark chocolate, that's 70% or more. I love that stuff. And I'll have it every once in a while. And when I'm doing the right thing, I'll make my own cocoa with
cacao.
Cacao. Well, I do cacao now, but before I was doing cocoa. But I was doing it. I was doing it from the dark chocolate, and just melting that. And the only sweetener I would put in, what was it? A little bit of maple syrup, just a touch, and that helps with the sweeten, and it helps sweeten it. However, it does not. It is low in glycemic index, which is one of the better types of sugar you can use.
And Viktor, so how is it over there in Sweden? Because I don't believe that you guys are quite as poisoned as we are over here in the United States.
I think we're getting over here because we copy everything America does. I mean, I noticed that with and all the. I mean, I'm not. I can't tell for all the Swedes, but I noticed that we copying a lot from Swedes. We have actually not in my town, but I did see that they actually have some American companies going on here. So we,
Yeah.
Okay.
we everything from America right now. I do see the even politician over here copy everything they do in America. So uh, we are actually I call Sweden the state of 52 right now because we are part of the United States right now globally, or the military over right now. They actually signed a paper for troops in the United States right now to get them help over here. So I say that we sold our country to United States, so we are part of the United States right now because of they signed some papers.
Okay, and we're not even owned by the United States. I mean, the United States isn't even owned the United States.
No, we
It's
don't.
owned by the darkness. Um, because okay, I was thinking that Sweden, you guys weren't so poisoned as much as we are, but it sounds like you guys are, yeah, going the American way, and that needs to stop because,
Right. When
yeah,
when I was
It's a battle between the light and the dark people. That's we need to understand that we are in. I'm not saying doomsday, but it's more informative. We are in that stage right now, and that's why I think that Julie and Claudine and myself included, we are so important right now in those times ahead right now because we are going to have a lot of people with mental issues right now, and we need to help them back into balance again.
oh yes, 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 yes. That's all mental illness is imbalance. That's all it is. But
right.
they have to want it. They have to want the help.
Yep.
And if they want it, then they'll do the work.
That's,
And when
I
they're
think
ready,
this
they'll
is
come.
fantastic what we're doing right now with internet, even when it works. But I think this what Julie has done and others with collective, many more people. I think this is so important in those times right now because we see mental health issues around the world right now. So I think
Yes.
we are in needed in those times right now.
Oh, okay. So she's having problems with feeding her child. He's autistic, right? So autistic children in
Yeah,
America, have what I call a beige diet. Beige
Okay.
pizza, chicken nuggets, French
Yeah.
fries, fish sticks.
Processed.
Yeah, beige diet is what I
Ugh.
call it. And yeah, that's a tough one. Plus, he's autistic. He's addicted. He's addicted to this.
Yeah.
yes, you can try to give him, but in smaller portions. You can try to add. You don't need to say what you adding to him. You can just because for myself, I saying it's a form of as a the teacher in myself come into play, but you can train this kid's mind to think is good. In if you don't force him eating it, but you giving him like a smaller portion, like he can try test it out and see if he doesn't like it. He doesn't have to eat it, but he can try to eat it and see if he likes it. But I do understand him as well. I had so much issue with certain foods when I growing up as well. So I fully understand that it's a issue because, man, it's a pattern with people or kids as well with autism as well. They get into a pattern of I don't
Yes.
like that and I don't want to eat it. But if you train the brain, similar with co- co- cutting of sugar, for example, like you can train the mind to, oh, this is good. I mean, I'm a grown man, but I actually started eating broccoli. And I mean, when I was younger, I could not eat it. It was I get goosebumps for thinking about eating broccoli. But nowadays, I train my mind to actually liking it, and actually trying when I'm planning my food, I trying to eat at least half of the broccoli and half of the with rice and with chicken. So I'm trying to make half of half. So half of with broccoli and half with. So I'm trying to train my own brain, and you can do that
Mhm.
with kids as well.
Creating better habits for yourself.
Right.
His is a kid, so okay, this is what I would do if I was in your situation. Okay, I would cook get the best chicken you can get, the grass-fed chicken, and make your own chicken nuggets. Okay, bread them with a gluten-free, no preservative type of like almond bread. There's all kinds of stuff out there that you can bread it with. That would be really good. And then you bake it. Okay, so you can make natural chicken wings, and then get French fries. Get really good, clean French fries. Your own potato, cut them up, season them, and bake the French fries.
Yeah, and what I'm thinking of, and correct me if I'm wrong, Victor, is to start is to introducing him to gardening.
Oh
Because if you
yeah.
do, he's going to get so preoccupied with watching it grow and nurturing those plants. And he's going to be doing what he is
Great,
truly meant to do.
great way. Great way.
Yes. Have oh my gosh. I mean, yes. Start
Yes.
having him grow his own
And
food.
it could be actually open up the mind to him for like a hobby or something that he finds it fun to grow his own thing. And
Yes.
that's the way
That is
he
the,
understands that from a seed you can get actually plants or grown things. It could actually open up something in him. And
Yeah.
oh, it
it's not
will. Yeah.
all of life, but it could be like in play. You can start off like a play. I mean, I learned that when I was in the kindergarten with the kids. We actually made, this was the teacher's idea, that we trying to make like gardening fun for them. So they and she was actually, it's so funny. She was a gardener, but she read after a teacher, and now late years she is decided to go back to the gardening again. I was actually reading about this woman who trying to make gardening funny for the kids and making it like a play.
Now, I got my granddaughter, my oldest granddaughter, started planting seeds early. She was like 3 years old, and maybe even younger. But she did not have the patience to wait. So we planted a lot of radishes, and she started eating the greens, but she loved the greens, the tender greens. She ate all the greens. I go, what happened to the plants? I ate them. They're food, aren't they? Yes. Okay, we're going to have to plant more just because you ate them all. But it will help your son learn how to be patient and watch the development. I mean, that's just so much fun.
And then there's some kind of a gratification and a power that comes over you when you grow your own potatoes. Potatoes are really easy to
Easy.
grow.
Easy.
So that's like one thing that I would say.
You can even, yeah, I have not done it over here, but I have decided when I move to my hometown, I'm gonna try to grow my own stuff. But because potatoes, you can actually grow them in buckets.
Yes.
Mhm.
You roll anything.
Mhm.
It's great.
Yep.
And I learned that it's if you have like, if you're buying potatoes, for example, in the store, you can save on for planting them, for example.
Yes. I've got one potato at my house that I hadn't gotten to, and it's already sprouting. So I'm just going to put it in the garden and let it go because it's
Yeah,
sprouting
that's
without
wonderful.
even any soil or water. It's just, it looks
I
great.
hope that I can grow some cucumbers and even chili, but I'm not a big fan of chili because my stomach cannot eat too strong food. But I hope that either chili or if I can paprika, it's going to try to have a little of them. But I will see how. I think tomatoes is the easiest form when you're living in an apartment to grow, because you can actually build like a form of climbing for them, and they come pops up.
Yes. Yeah. That potatoes are great for that. They just pop up everywhere when you do it in the buckets and all. And strawberries should be great. And Jess, you're in Tennessee. I lived in Tennessee. We had wild onions outside of our house when we went to cut the grass, mow the grass. You
Yeah,
you were
sorry.
crying because of the odor of the onions, and it was great. I thought it was the most fantastic thing. And anytime we needed green onions for a salad or anything, I'd go out and pull them from the ground and eat them there.
Add up Harley's comments right now, because I love Maria Montessori. about matter to include children into their world and make them feel proud.
Yeah.
Children, they have the answers for us. They will lead us into the new earth.
But that's why teaching children how to garden and stuff, they'll take it over.
We just got to teach them how to remember. We really don't need to teach them
Right.
anything,
You're
Julie.
right.
They already know. They're here with their memory.
Yeah.
And
They
it's so
just
interesting because I'm not afraid about AI, but I hope that with the new technology, the kids are coming up right now, and with the gardening technology and AI, I hope that they're gonna command them to the kids who are growing up right now, so they're gonna do like ecosystems with the help of AI as well.
They're going to create the things that we need to be created, and this planet's going to be a much, much different planet within the next 20 or 30 years. I know my next go around when I come here, I'm probably not even going to recognize this planet because it's going to be a planet of pure peace and duality. And we're the ones who started it. So it's going to be pretty awesome.
And what I was talking about teaching is more like creating them, helping them learn the muscle memory so that they can remember, have their muscles do what their mind knows to do.
Exactly. And I really want to thank everyone who came on today and gave us all these wonderful questions and comments and really interacting with us. This really helps us when we're doing this kind of live. We just love you guys coming on and listening to what we have to say.
It takes a lot of energy doing this. Trust me. I mean, I'm feeling it right now. I feel like, oh. So I'm so thankful for joining both Julie and I. Hopefully we could actually be more people and having help with technology in the future as we could right now. So myself included, I'm gonna try to get a better mic right now because I know that the technology I'm using right now isn't 100%. I have to use what I can get right now because I don't have too much money. But in the future, when we connecting more and more people, we could actually have evening meetings or morning meetings, for example, like we're doing right now, because I think this is a fantastic way to help a lot more millions of people right now.
So thriving doing, yes. So please come back next week. We don't know what the subject will be, what we'll start with.
Well,
put it that way.
What we do know is that we will be talking something quantum. This is a show where we talk about everything quantum, which is God's energy. And we're here every Tuesday from 8 to 10. And I hope you guys continue to join us. And please, would you please share this live with other people, and that will get more people on here, and then we can get our message out there and help those who need the kind of help that we offer between the three of us.
Yes. And again, when it comes to autism, please get a hold of Viktor. He's doing a great job with a lot of people. I know that Michelle.
My love goes right now to help those parents with autism, because they have to understand that autism is not a curse. You have to just form a different way of helping that child to be a better human, and understand that they are actually a form of wizards and witches, as I see it myself. This is my own interpretation of being autistic myself, that we are born here, we're here to learn, and we learn different kind of way of thinking. Our brain works differently than those who don't have the autism spectra or the Asperger's. So nobody just saying autism in different volumes, but I do see.
Yeah, and anybody else who, because I don't think normally, I haven't since I can remember, I think differently. Not that I don't know, I haven't even looked into any labels for myself because I'm just me, and that's what I want to be. But I'm always against, if somebody says the sky is blue, I will make sure that I believe the sky is blue. I won't take anybody's word for it, because growing up, I took everybody's word for it and it all turned out to be lies. So I'm glad to know that there's more of us out there that are seeking the truth and moving forward with it.
I just want to say one last thing. Love your damn self and high your vibrations, people.
I love it. Love it. Thanks.
I've got to put that up. I do want to go through a couple things to remind everybody in the Phoenix area or coming to the Phoenix area that
Love your
we,
damn self, damn it.
yeah, that we will be having. You'll be there, I'll be there, and that is the Sonoran Spiritual and Wellness Market on Sunday, September 15th, between 9 and 5.
Heck, I would love to be in that market, but
Oh,
hopefully, if Julie and could get or if I can join in a live in the future.
yeah. And let's see. And yes, so Claudine will be there. Now, tomorrow I'm going to be on live with Miss Bonnie. And Miss Susan will be there at the market. Miss Anne with her book. Mr. Don will be at the market with his book. And that's his YouTube page. Miss Shauna will not be at the market. I don't know. Maybe she will be. I'm hoping she does come in. However, she will be on Thursday mornings with Sonoran Mystic Tarot that I just put up. And that is around 10, 11-ish Eastern Daylight Time. Scott is my partner on Fridays, and he will be at the market, and he will be bringing his book. That's his book. Let's see.
And just a disclaimer for Shauna there, for you, it's around 4 in the afternoon or 5 in the afternoon for us in EU or in Sweden or if you're UK.
Yep. And there's Victor's again.
Thank you.
So, also I forgot one other person. On Wednesday evenings and Sunday afternoons is Miss A5 Says, also known as Angie. And she will be on Wednesday evenings with Dawn and Sunday afternoons with Sherry Beery. Okay. And Dawn is Sonoran Mystic Tarot. And Sonoran Mystic Tarot will be on Wednesday evenings and Thursday mornings. Susan will be on Saturday mornings. From our that information was going down below. I hope everybody got that, but I'm going to put it up one more time just before you leave. And I have so many things going on. Just overshared this thing. Anyway, let me find it. Where's the Tuesday? There it is. Will you be on tonight?
Maybe. It depends on how I got, because of the Sonoran wellness. I've got a lot of extra stuff going on. So yeah, okay. I gotta get prepared for that. And I've got orders to fill, but hopefully I'll get on. We'll see how I'm feeling and how much I get accomplished today.
Yeah. Even if you guys come on tonight, just for a few minutes, just to say hello, we'd love to have you, so everybody can meet you. And I know it's early in the morning for you, Victor, but you're welcome to come as always.
Yeah, I will try, because I'm trying to remember 6-8 MST in Eastern time, or what's the time zone for that.
We're GMT 7. We got 7 plus or minus. I don't know what that is. But GMT, we're 7 hours away from GMT. So whatever your GMT is.
That's 3 in the morning for me, so it's middle of the night. But
yeah,
I mean, if Dawn is able to do a EU show sometime, or
we're hoping to, but when we're doing markets, that's all we're focused on right now. So thank you guys for coming in. We do appreciate each and every one of you.
Thank you so much, chat as well. I mean, I did read the chat as well to everyone. I'm listening to Julie right now, so don't forget the chat as well. Thank you so much, guys, for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Namaste and have a happy everything.
A great one. Night.